Hi, this is Ann with Graphic Design How To, and today I'm going to show you how to use ChatGPT to write an Adobe Illustrator script to automate things in Illustrator that you cannot do with actions. All right, let's get started. Now, ChatGPT isn't perfect, so it might not do exactly what you want, and you'll have to give it feedback to change the script and update it. Okay, so here's the situation. My goal here is to get each one of these illustrations on its own artboard. And this is something that I can do manually, but I don't want to. I need to tell my script to recognize grouped objects and put each one on its own artboard. Now I need to make sure that nothing is grouped in here first. I don't want each little section that happens to be grouped on its own artboard. So I need to ungroup everything. I'll Command A or Control A, and I'll do Shift Command G, that's Shift Control G on a PC, and I'm just going to hit this a bunch of times so that everything is ungrouped. We can also check our layers and double check that there are no groups in here. But I've done it about 15 times, so I'm pretty sure there are no groups left. Now I need to select each one and group it. So I'll select it and then hit Command G or Control G. And I'm just going to do that for all of these. So most of the time you will have to prepare your document in some way. Okay, and now I'll save this. It's ready to go. Each one of these is made up of only one group. Now I'll come out to ChatGPT. I've written a prompt so that it will know what to do. And it says, can you make an Illustrator script that will select the first grouped object, create a new artboard and put it on that artboard, trimming the artboard to the size of the object. Then do the same for all other grouped objects. So we'll go ahead and try this. And now it's written this script. Okay, so we'll just come up here to copy. I'm going to open a text editor. On Mac, I'm just using Text Edit, and I'll go to File, New, and then I'll need to change this to plain text. So I'll go to Format and Make Plain Text. You can also hit Shift Command T on a Mac. And then I'll paste this in. I'm going to save it, and I'll just call this Groups to Artboards. Unicode UTF-8 is fine, and I'll save. Next, I'll navigate to that file, and I'm going to rename it and add .js at the end. I'll verify that I want to use JS, and then I'll go back to Illustrator. Okay, I'm back on my Designs page, and now I'll go to File, Scripts, Other Script, and I'll navigate to the script we just made, Groups to Artboards, and I'll open it. Okay, so this looks pretty good. It made artboards for each one of the groups, but we do have an issue here where it made an artboard for all of these pieces. So let's see what's going on. I'm going to select this, and then I'll open up my Layers panel. That's under Window. If you've selected something, you can see a little dot by the group. I'm just going to open that up and see what's going on. Okay, here's a possible problem. Okay, so we have clip groups, and the script is seeing those as groups too, so it's put an artboard around each one. So I'm going to come back out here to ChatGPT, and I'll just get it to modify the script by saying, please don't include clip groups, and we'll play that. So ChatGPT will modify this script to not include the clip groups, and I'll copy this. I'll come back to my script, and now I can just select all, Command A or Control A, delete it, and then paste in the new updated script and save. This time we don't have to add the .js to it. I'm back on my illustrations page. I'm just going to undo the running of that script and then run this new script that we've updated. I'll navigate to that and hit open. And this looks really good. I don't see any problems anymore, but we still have this artboard out here. So let's get ChatGPT to take that off. I'll come back out here, and this time I'll type in, can you remove that first artboard that already existed? It's something that has to happen at the very end, because if you do it at the beginning, you're trying to remove the only artboard there is, and Illustrator doesn't allow that. So let's get it to update the script now. Okay, I'm going to copy this one. I'll come back out here to our text edit file and paste that in and save. Then I'll come back to my Illustrator file, I'll undo, and then I'll run the newest version of the script. and now we get an error. We've got an error 1242. So when this happens, we can take a screenshot. This is Mac only, I believe, unfortunately. That screenshot will come onto our desktop. Then I can just select all, copy, and then paste that into ChatGPT. So ChatGPT knows what to do now, and it's updating the script again. Okay, let's see if this works. I'll copy this. I'll go back out to my text edit document and paste and save that. We'll say OK, and then I'm going to undo. I'll try it again. File, scripts, and other script, and groups to artboards. Okay, and this time it did it perfectly, so it fixed the problem from the error. And now we have each group on its own artboard trimmed to the size of the object. Now this one doesn't look trimmed here, but if I hit Command-Y or Control-Y, I can see that part of it is a clipping mask, and that's why it went all the way up there to include it. So now if we wanted to, we could take these files and export as a JPEG, and then we would get 16 different JPEGs that way. So that's the power of ChatGPT. If you don't know much about scripting, it can do it for you. Alright, if you like this video and you want to see more videos like this, just hit the subscribe button and the little bell next to it, and you'll be notified every time a new video comes out. Alright, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you!